Hello my loves, this is Mystique and I welcome you to my digital sacred space. I hope you're happy, healthy and healing wherever you're watching from. Today I wanted to look at what 2026 is going to bring for you and any guidance messages regarding the next year. Basically this reading is going to be all about the next year that we are going to be starting. So let's get 3 cards from this deck, one for each group please. Okay. Oh, we have 2 cards for group 1. All right. So we have Ethiopian opal for group number 1. If this is the crystal that you are drawn to, you are group number 1. And as always, the timestamps will be in the description, so you guys can go and click there and you will be able to hear your reading. So this is Ethiopian opal, beautiful crystal. Then we have angel phantom quartz and green calcite. And if you're drawn to any one of these crystals or both of these crystals, then you are group number 2. And for the last crystal, we have wulfenite. Beautiful. And this is what your crystal looks like. So if you wish to pause the video here, you can. If you need some more time to select your group, just pause the video here, take your time and make your selection. I'm going to go ahead with my prayer that I always do, and you can join me for this, but it's optional, you don't have to. But it helps if you do, because this is the part where I connect with all of your energies. So yeah, let's begin. Firstly, I know it's been a long time since I came back to YouTube and started doing readings, and I apologize for not being able to upload readings regularly. A lot of things have been happening in the past months and my life just feels like, like it's gone upside down. And yeah, I've been dealing a lot in my personal life and I didn't want to bring that kind of energy into this space, which is why I couldn't do readings. I wanted to, but I just couldn't get myself to. And yeah, I apologize. And for all those of you that were eagerly waiting, thank you so much. So I want to start off this prayer by thanking you guys for supporting me and loving me, and I'm so grateful that I do this, that I do readings. I'm so grateful that I have a soul family that's so supportive. So today's prayer is dedicated to you. Thank you, my soul family, for always being there for me. Let's start by taking in a deep breath, slowly and gently. And slowly exhale. There's no need to force anything. Just watch your breath. Don't try to control it. Just watch your breath. You are loved, you are divine, you are supported, you are worthy, you are good enough. For all those of you that are watching this prayer specifically, there is a message coming through from your guides, is that a lot of the if you had not a good year. Like basically 2024 and 2025 was not a good year for you. I see a lot of that being cleared out, and there is a lot of space clearing energetically, and I heard physically, emotionally. There is a lot of space that's getting cleared so that new energies can come through for 2026. So I feel like a lot of you are going to step out of something, like you're literally stepping out of some kind of a sad sort of energy. I'm calling in your spirit guides, your angels, ancestors, light beings watching over you. I welcome you to this space. Please guide me on reading accurately for my group number 1, 2, and 3. This reading is created with the intention to help and to bring clarity for those that are looking for it, answers for those that are looking for it. Thank you for joining me here today. All of you, my soul family members, your higher self, your spirit guides, your angels, ancestors. I'm clearing this entire space. I'm clearing my own energy. May this reading be unaffected by any personal bias and remain accurate for the viewers. I cleanse the space of this room. I gently cleanse the energy field of group number 1, 2, and 3, my soul family watching this. I gently cleanse the energy field of my soul family watching this. May all the energy, may all the negative energy be cleared, and there be space for new energy to flow in. This is my wish and my prayer. I gently close the reading by thanking all of you for supporting me, loving me, and sending sweet comments. For all those of you that have made any donations or booked your personal readings with me, thank you so much for watching videos and booking your readings with me and honoring me as your reader, giving me the chance to read for you. With that said, I deeply bow to each and every one of you souls that are with me here today, and I hope that this reading brings you clarity, happiness, joy, answers, or information and guidance if that is what you're looking for. Thank you so much, my loves, and I will see you at your reading. Hello and welcome, my dear loves. If you chose Crystal 1, which is the Ethiopian opal, then you are group number 1 and this is going to be your reading. So let's begin. The very first thing that I feel from the energy of this card and this crystal is that you either have been going through some kind of a transformation like a phoenix, like it could be some sort of an ego death. I'm sensing a little bit of Scorpio energy. You guys could be my Scorpios, but you don't have to be. Now, usually when I read Scorpio energy, there is some kind of darkness that comes through. Not in a bad way, not in a negative way. I love Scorpios, I adore them. But for this reading and for you specifically, I'm not feeling that kind of dark vibe. I'm feeling a lightness in your energy. It's almost like you have transmuted your darkness, so to speak, or your shadow, so to speak. Like you have done the inner work of healing your karmas, healing your wounds. I think a lot of you could be shifting intergenerational trauma and patterns, toxic dysfunctional family patterns, and a lot of you are moving on and you have done the work in 2025 itself. So I feel like with 2026, either you're kind of sort of there's a little bit of work left for some of you, but not all of you. There's a little bit of work left for some of you, and you guys are doing that. You guys will be healing that in the beginning of 2026 if you haven't done already. But we are starting off on a very, very positive, light, bright note. So I wanted you to know that. You don't have to be a Scorpio to watch this reading, so don't think that, oh, I'm not a Scorpio, so this reading is not going to apply. It's just the, it's just the energy that I'm picking up, all right? So now what I usually do is get tarot cards, but for you, I'm feeling that I should start with oracle cards instead, and this is the deck that came through for you. So I'm just going to do what Spirit says, and then we will look at. So for 2026, please. 2026. For group number 1, please. Okay. Okay, your guides are saying that these cards are the overarching themes of what is going to shift or take place. These are the overarching themes, and then we will look at tarot cards and get some more details. So we have water. Beautiful. We have Pluto. I told you, transform. It literally says over here. We have Scorpio, like I said. We have house 9. Okay, I see the theme here. I think Spirit is quite clear. I see the theme. And then finally we have Jupiter, which I'm going to place right here. There we go. I feel like your oracle cards are quite clear. Your oracle cards are quite clear in the sense that you went through some trauma that deeply affected you. With the water, it deeply affected your emotional health, your emotional body, and how you felt inside. I'm also seeing the moon, so you guys could be Cancer, you don't have to be, or moon could be like you could feel very connected to the moon. There's some connection to the moon that I'm seeing here. You have high intuition, high sensitivity, and high emotional intelligence. So you could be my water pile, you could be my Scorpio pile, but you don't have to be. But I do sense that a lot of you could be water placements or fire placements. Yeah, we have water here first. So I sense that it's something in your life deeply affected you in 2024 and 25. I feel like in 25, there was something that deeply affected you. It could have been a loss. Maybe you were grieving something. With the water here, there was, whatever happened, it was earth-shattering, or it was deeply painful. It could have been a separation. Now, I don't know what is going to be exactly. It's going to be different. But what I do see here clearly is that you were deeply affected by this, very, very deeply affected by this. I think this has brought some kind of a change, or you made some form of a decision after that. It was like kind of like, you know how someone is, let's say that they have adapted the coping mechanism of people pleasing. Okay, and then at some point when they get tired of being taken advantage of, being walked all over by other people, then that person decides, you know what, I'm going to learn how to have boundaries. I don't want to let people walk all over me. And I'm going to learn how to have boundaries. I'm going to learn how to speak up and stand up for myself. And it's kind of that. It's like a big decision, but it's an emotional decision. It could have been something material, but for a lot of you, I'm sensing that there is a focus on your emotionality. There is a focus on the spirituality, the non-physical aspect of your life. That's what this reading is focusing on. Yeah, that is what I'm seeing. We have Pluto and Scorpio. So you definitely purged a lot of the patterns, and that is going to influence your physical life, or how do I say it? It's like when you are, let's say, taking the same example of the people pleasing person, let's say that they decide to, now they're going to have to decide to speak up for themselves. They're going to have to learn how to have high self-esteem, high confidence. They're going to have to learn to be stable and under pressure. These are the things that they will have to learn. So I feel that this is a decision which changed your life in some way, or if it's not happened in 2025, I feel like it's going to happen in the first half of the 2026. I'm seeing the first 3 months, 3 to 4 months. That's what's going to happen. You are definitely deciding and coming out of this cycle, and you are like, you know what, I'm not going to wait for anybody. I'm the one who's going to make the changes now. And I feel like there is some emotional change you're making, kind of like that person who decided, you know what, I'm not going to people please anymore. I do not wish to prioritize other people. I'm going to prioritize myself, and other people will be secondary. And that is leading to a lot of positive changes and gifts. I just saw the Wheel of Fortune in my mind. So anyway, we are going to get tarot cards, so don't worry about it. But that is what I'm seeing. And for 2026, I feel like these two cards are definitely talking a lot about your 2026. We have Jupiter and House 9. It couldn't be clearer. It literally says here, spiritual growth, grow and expand. You are definitely expanding a lot in every way. I feel like in every sphere, there is expansion. So if you're making money, you'll make more money. If you are, deciding not to people please, going by the same example, then you are definitely going to be more confident and like the opposite of people pleasing, standing up for yourself very bravely and effortlessly. That is what I'm seeing. Like whatever it is, let's say you were in a toxic pattern like an addiction, I feel like you are going to effortlessly get over it, sort of, because you have done the emotional work. That was the main sort of crux of, that was the root that needed to be looked at, that was the root that needed to be fixed. And I feel like that was the year, 2025 was the year where you did that, and 2026 is where you will be reaping the benefits of your work that you have done. And so for the whole year, I'm seeing a lot of growth, a lot of spiritual growth as well, a lot of expansion. Some of you guys could go on a pilgrimage or on some form of a spiritual journey. Maybe you guys are trying ayahuasca, or what are they called, medicinal, I don't know what they are called, I'm so sorry guys, but again, I'm not advising you. This is only for some of you. It was very specific, so take it as it resonates. I feel like some of you guys are going to be very, very dedicated to your spiritual growth. There's something that will trigger, that has triggered or will trigger you, and you guys are going to be very, very focused on growing as a human being. Not just, it's not just about, oh, I want to be successful, oh, I want to have a lot of money. It's like, I want to be a human being kind of vibe. I want to know exactly what it means to the full spectrum, the full scope of being a human being. Like, how much compassion can I handle? How much love do I have? It's like there is a lot of expansion, and spirit and source are so, so happy. I feel like they are like, they're watching over everyone, right? But I feel like you are kind of their favorite. You are kind of their number one. Again, there's no favorite, but you know what I mean. They definitely love you. There is a lot of spiritual support coming through for you, group number one. So starting off on a very beautiful note, let's get your tarot cards and see. So I'm gonna get first half and second half. All right, so for group number 1, first half, please. Group number 2, second half, please. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have 4 of Swords reversed, 2 of Wands reversed. I hope you can see the cards. And we have 6 of Wands reversed. Okay. I am not going to lie, I feel like there could be something that doesn't work out. Again, take it as it resonates. This is not for everyone, but there could be something that doesn't work out. It doesn't have to be that. If you are wanting to go on a journey, maybe things are not working out quickly in the first half. Things are sort of stagnant. Things are not working out quickly in the first half. With the 4 of Swords reversed, okay, so there is a message coming through where your guides are saying, watch out for, don't regress back into old patterns. There's a message coming through. Don't regress back into old patterns. Make sure that you are moving forward and forward only. Make sure that you are growing. There's this energy. I always see the lotus flower as the symbol of Buddhism, is it? And it grows in mud, but it's known to be such a beautiful, pure flower. And it blooms with the sunlight, and it, you know, sort of like closes when the sun goes down. It's response to the sun. So I feel like respond to light. In the first half, make sure that you're responding to light and not darkness. That's a message that your guides are giving you. That was direct from them. Make sure that you are responding to light and not darkness. Make sure that you are not regressing back into old patterns or regressive patterns. This could be self-sabotaging, putting yourself down, doubting yourself. I'm getting a lot of self-hatred for some of you guys. You guys could be dealing with a lot of like self-hatred, and Spirit is saying, you know what, you need to celebrate yourself. With the 6 of Wands reversed, I feel like you don't forget to celebrate yourself. That's a message. Okay, so we are seeing advice now. So that's just what's coming through. I'm just saying what is coming through. Yeah, I'm so sorry if this is not like a traditional 2026 reading. I know, I wanted to look at like specific fears, like your career and all that, but this is what your guides are talking about. So let me just channel it. We have 6 of Wands reversed. Yeah, I feel like you really need to celebrate yourself and step into that Leo energy a bit more. You know how they are unafraid to show themselves and celebrate themselves. That is what I'm feeling. That there's this energy of, I feel like you win, but you don't take credit for the win. You know, it's like, I feel like you're afraid of being arrogant or being egotistical. There's this energy of like, I want to be humble, but you're too humble, group number 1. You know what I mean? You're too humble. So you need to, and I'm just realizing 2, 4, 6, even numbers, 2, 4, 6. So yeah. There's this energy of, you know what, you need to develop a healthy level of confidence. And it's not wrong to say, if you did something well, tell yourself that you did it well. There's nothing wrong with that. So we are seeing that. For the second half, we have Knight of Cups. We have 6 of Cups. We have 2 of Pentacles. And we have High Priestess reversed, which I'm going to place right there. So let's see. In the second half, you might get offered something. This literally could be a love offer for those of you trying to manifest a soulmate. You guys could be manifesting a soulmate within 6 months or 6 to 12 months. And I feel like it's going to be a soul union. For those of you that are not looking for romantic partnerships, you might be meeting up an old friend, or you might be reconnecting with someone from your childhood, which will change things for you. Maybe, you know, they become again a part of your life. Maybe you stop talking to them. I don't know. There's this energy of a soul union. It could be an old friend. It doesn't have to be. If it's not an old friend, you're meeting somebody new, but they feel like old, you know, like they feel like you have known each other forever, and your soul recognizes them. And I think you guys, there is a lot of fondness here. You guys are going to be very fond of each other, very connected to each other, and you'll feel very supported and seen and heard in whatever relationship this is. It doesn't matter whether it's romantic or not, but you're going to feel very seen and heard. So I'm seeing this sort of emotional calm in your second half of the year. You know how we looked at these very turbulent energies? They can be turbulent because we're doing a lot of shadow work. It can get chaotic and messy with water, Pluto, Scorpio. And what I'm getting over here is that you will feel emotionally calm. There's because this person or these people with the Knight of Cups energy, whether it's people or maybe you're getting a pet, I don't know exactly what it is, but this Knight of Cups energy is coming in and bringing a sort of emotional stability, emotional calm. Like, you are not going to have to second guess around these people or this person. You are not going to have to sort of chase and like, can you explain, like, that, that anxiety, like, oh my god, I'm worried, like, why did this person not tell me where they went, like, that kind of energy, that chase energy where you're constantly just hyper vigilant. I feel your nervous system calming down in the second half. Like, I feel like, and there might be things you're juggling. Two of Pentacles, there might be things you're juggling. Two of Pentacles upright, but it's not coming from a place of like, oh my god, I don't know how to manage this. I feel like you might have some moments where you feel like that, and if you do, High Priestess reversed is talking about connecting back with your intuition, connecting back to yourself, connecting back with your feminine power. I just heard, like, I don't know, maybe you need to reconnect with a goddess. If you are not the female watching this, worship a goddess that you like, that you want, you want her energy in your space, in your life, in yourself. Plead to that goddess, call out to that goddess if you wish. Call out to any female ancestor that you have, or talk to an older female that you have. But this is talking about an ancient, wise, feminine energy. If you are female watching this, I feel like you need to reconnect back to yourself, to the maternal line, and some female ancestor is coming through, so you need to reconnect back. You know how there is what I'm forgetting this the name of the witch, but have you seen the show Wednesday? And she has these like line of witches in her ancestry, and that is what I'm feeling. And you know how Wednesday sort of calls out to I'm forgetting the name again, but she calls out to these particular witches because she doesn't want to learn from her mom, and her mom is a raven and she is something else. I'm forgetting the name again. And I feel like, it's like, yeah, you are individual. You have a soul print that is very individualistic. So you want to call out to this High Priestess energy that you resonate with the most. I feel like I didn't get enough messages for you. Can we see what is happening in their career and finances, please? For group number 1, please. Career and finances. So there's definitely love. Could be platonic, could be romantic, but for some of you it has no label. It's not platonic, it's not romantic, it doesn't have labels. So we have Page of Cups. Ooh, wow. We have 5 of Pentacles. We have 3 of Wands. Wow. Wonderful cards. The Page of Cups, isn't it looking like the Ace of Cups? 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Okay, so whatever was stuck in the first half of the year, if it is getting stuck, we'll move on. with the Three of Wands. You will go forward. If you're trying to travel somewhere, it doesn't work in the first 3 months or first 2 months or your first try, it's going to eventually work out with the Three of Wands, and you're going to feel light about it, like, oh my gosh, I was trying to go on a vacation and it wasn't happening. It's going to happen in the second half or the mid-year, definitely. With the Page of Cups upright, Five of Pentacles upright, I feel like there could be opportunities that are coming to you. You might get an idea when it comes to your career, your finances. Yeah. I feel like you will be able to rest a lot when it comes to your career. I think in this year you're not going to be working like, oh my god, I have to get this done, I have to get that done. There's no like, oh my god, I have to do this and that and this. I'm sensing a lot of like Taurus like approach, a very consistent, I'm going to go slow, I'm going to just try to maintain consistency instead of pushing myself to just, go for it, and then I get tired and then just, I can't do it. It's like I'm sensing this energy of like you're going for it slowly and you're building your wealth slowly. That's almost what I'm seeing. Like through the year, I see you building wealth slowly, with consistency, with patience, and you'll take this opportunity and you're going to build it into something new. The page is the page, like the page is not the king or the ace, and I think this is the first code card, right? Page, queen, king. So you're going to turn this into something big. That's what I'm seeing. So I think that was it for you guys. I hope that this reading resonated and was accurate for you. Let me know in the comments if it was. And once again, thank you for always supporting me. And if you guys are coming back to my channel and you guys are already subscribed, part of my soul family, thank you so much for all of your sweet comments and waiting for me to upload. I hope to get back to YouTube, and I hope to get consistent and regular with my readings again. Hopefully I can. And thank you so much for all of your love. Thank you so much to your guides, my guides, and all of the wonderful cards that helped me read for you today. If you wish to book a personal reading with me, more in depth about 2026 or anything else, you can book the reading with me on my email address, and I will send you the details. And I think that's it for today. I hope that you have a lovely day. Thank you for watching, and bye. Hello and welcome, my dear loves. If you chose these two crystals, then you are group number 2, and this is going to be your reading. So right off the bat, I'm getting from these crystals, I feel you will feel very rejuvenated in 2026, especially in the latter half. But there is this energy of renewal coming through. You're going to feel it's kind of like how you feel when you're done with the healing and you're like fully and completely done and you've moved on from the cycle. It's not that you're healing or in transition. No, you're done. There's a lot of renewal energy. Like you have hope for life again. You have hope for... it's kind of like how a woman feels in the middle of a cycle. When she is most fertile, you're just happy for no reason and everything is great. And that is how it feels. It's like you are in the summer of your life. It's like you've come out of winter and you are now in your summer. So there's a lot of renewal. I just saw the, what's it called? Golas? The ice, the I'm forgetting what it's called in English, but in Hindi they are called golas, and they're basically like they make it with smashed up ice and they put some flavoring inside and then you sort of eat it. So that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, strange. Maybe summer is coming, or you are in the summer of your life, because that is when a lot of people eat those smashed up ice kind of flavored, kind of that candy thing. Yeah, and one more message that is coming through with these crystals before I forget. there's going to be a lot of wealth, there's going to be a lot of financial abundance specifically. Yeah, I don't know how it is coming through, whether you are experiencing something in your career or what exactly it is, but definitely a lot of financial abundance. I just heard goddess Lakshmi, who is known as the goddess of financial abundance, not financial abundance, she's known as the goddess of abundance specifically, but yeah, I mean, the financial abundance does come under that. So let's get some cards for you. We are going to divide the reading in the first half and second half, first 6 months and second 6 months. And yeah, what is happening for you for group number 2, please? For group number 2, spirit guides, please. For first half, okay, wonderful. We have 8 of Wands. I hope you can see all of the cards. We have 8 of Wands. We have the High Priestess. Gorgeous. We have 8 again, 8 of Cups, and we have the King of Swords. Wow. Beautiful cards. Group number 2. And I'm just realizing 2 over here. Okay. So first let me read this energy and then I will flip your sort of second half of the... Okay, so we have King of Swords. I feel like this 2026, you are starting the year with a lot of clarity and insight. I feel like there is this piercing level of, I know exactly what I want, I know where I want to go. You have direction. You are not lost, you are not directionless. So if you are feeling lost right now, with the King of Swords, there is definitely a lot of clarity coming through, okay? And I feel like you will know exactly what is in your control or what you're supposed to let go. And, you know, when you're supposed to sort of control and be like, okay, I'd like this outcome, I'd like that to happen. And when you're supposed to sort of go into a flow state and be like, okay, let me just see how this unfolds. I don't want to control everything. Everything is not under my control anyway. That is what I'm feeling. We have the 8 of Cups and 8 of Wands. With the 8 of Wands, I feel like there could be some change or whatever, the new energy is coming in fast. And with King of Swords and High Priestess, I feel like there is a level of... the insight could be coming from your High Priestess energy. You know, it's not just... the King of Swords is air energy. It's logic, it's analysis, it's foreseeing things, it's calculation. It's kind of like how, you know, it reminds me of the intelligence of chess players, or if you've seen the anime called Death Note, that's what it reminds me of, you know, being able to foresee your opponent's move and being able to sort of be like, I need to do this to level up and to game up, and that's how I win. Like, that is the kind of energy I'm feeling. You're going to be very focused, driven, ambitious, but in a very focused way. It's not... the energy doesn't feel scattered, group number 2. It feels very focused. You have direction, you know exactly where you're going. With the 8 of Wands, there's a lot of energy, right? It talks about swift movement. It's like kind of energy. That's what this card talks about. But the King of Swords sort of grounds the reading and brings in a lot of focus. And I feel like the insight and the clarity that is coming through with the King of Swords, the High Priestess is going to bring in that. So what do I mean by this? Your own intuition, your own divine insight. I feel like there is some energy work that you have done in 2025, or you know, you're going to be doing in 2026. But I feel like for a lot of you guys have already done this. So it's going to be clear for you, and you're listening to your intuition. You're getting very sharp at listening to your own intuition, and that is why you're sharper in real life, and you're going to be able to catch people in minutes. You're going to be like, this person is fake, this, you know, this is the opportunity that I want. If there is some opportunity being given to you and it's shady, I feel like you'll be like, nope, I'm not signing that. Nope, that's not good enough for me. You know, like, you are super like... yeah, you're definitely very, very focused. Let's see what's happening in the second half. Oh my gosh, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Beautiful. We have Three of Wands reversed, and we have the Knight of Wands. Oh my gosh, we have two knights. Great. Gorgeous. Now, guys, I don't like to make future predictions, and this reading is not about that, but what I'm hearing now, again, please take it as it resonates. If you don't like this message, just leave it. You don't have to take it. It's totally fine. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. With the two knights coming here, I feel like you are creating something in 2026 that you're going to be seeing the results for in 2027 or in the latter half of 2026. But I feel like this is something that you're working at over time. So it could be like a project, it could be an idea, it could be something that you want to create, like a film, and you're sort of like putting all the footage together and it takes a year. I don't know, I'm just giving examples. It's going to be different. Maybe you're building your wardrobe. I really don't know. Maybe you're building a piece of furniture, you're building something, you are creating something, and it takes patience and consistency, and you're going to be seeing the efforts of your labor in the latter half of 2026 or 2027. Okay, again, take it as it resonates. So if you're not getting results quickly, it's supposed to be slow. It's supposed to be sort of calm energy, it's supposed to be like, okay. And yeah, we have the honeybee representing the Knight of Pentacles. So again, with the honeybees, they, it takes quite some time to make honey. It's not like super quick process, and all the bees work together, and that is what it's giving me. Maybe this is talking about teamwork. You're going to be working with people to create something, and it's going to take a little bit of time. I can't help but notice that both of these two are just yellow circles, yellow glowing circles, like sun. It's reminding me of the sun, or like a glowing orb. Something is going to shift in your destiny. Something is going to shift for sure. With the Three of Wands reversed, I feel like you could be walking away from something. Maybe something is not working out, but it's for your own good. I don't know, maybe some partnership is falling through. Again, take it as it resonates. Is very specific. So you're walking away from an offer someone offers you. You're walking away, or I see you sort of like there's this friction energy. There's this energy of friction. Okay, like when people don't get along and nobody's fighting physically, but they all know that they don't like each other, and then one person is like, you know what, I'm done with this, I don't want to be a part of this. That's you with the High Priestess, King of Swords. And maybe you are the one who's like, you know what, I'm a lone wolf, let me just get things done on my own. So that's what I'm seeing for you. And also we have Knight of Wands, which is fire energy, but we have it represented by water, by a dolphin, which is such a beautiful card. So I feel like you're going to ground yourself a bit more, stabilize yourself a bit more in the second half, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationships. I feel like generally you're going to ground yourself a bit more. Let me see some more tarot cards, and then I will get some more oracle cards for you. Okay, actually, let me shuffle the deck. For group number 2, please. For group number 2. Okay. So we have Wheel of Fortune reversed. We have 5 of Pentacles reversed. We have 4 of Swords upright. And we have Ten of Wands reversed. Okay. Beautiful. There could be some form of a karmic cycle that you're trying to close, that you might have had difficulty closing. Either you're in this or you're going to be in this. I feel like there's a level of difficulty, you're having trouble with closing this chapter, or walking away from a person, or breaking up, or people don't walk away like the first time something bad happens. No, but I don't think anybody walks away the very first time. I feel like they try to talk, or they might stay, they might put in effort, and then if things are really, really not working out, I feel like people, sort of just decide to move on. And so it's realistic and it's understandable. There could be some person that might have a dark energy that you're trying to move on from. Could be an ex, or I feel like you need to do an energy cord cutting ritual, if that is what it's called. Like, you need to cut some form of an energy. Either this is a person, if this is not a person, this could be just energetically, like something energetically feeding on your energy, and you need to put in boundaries and be like, what, I do not consent to this. I do not consent to my energy being siphoned this way. I do not consent to my energy being drained this way. So I'm pulling my energy back to myself from all people, places, things that drain it without my consent. Keep saying this affirmation if you want to, and like walk into this year. We have 5 of Pentacles reversed, 4 of Swords, and 10 of Wands reversed. So I feel like with the 2026, you're going to be, I just heard feeling less lonely. I feel like you are working alone on something. You're in isolation, but you're not lonely. 5 of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you are healing your abandonment issues, or there's some kind of a core wound that you will be healing, or you are in process of healing, or you will heal it in 2026. With the 10 of Wands reversed, the 10 of Wands upright talks about a person who has way too much on their plate, way too many responsibilities, and oh wait, hold on. Spirit is saying there's a connection between 10 of Wands reversed and High Priestess. Okay. I see what's going on. I feel like you could be my pile that is a perfectionist, that is just working like all the time. And maybe some of you were drawn to pile number 1. If that was the case, please watch it. If not, don't watch it. Totally up to you. No force, it's not mandatory or anything. We have 10 of Wands reversed connected to the High Priestess. What your guides are telling me is that with the 10 of Wands reversed, you carried a lot alone by yourself on your back. I feel like you could be the elder sibling, or you have that elder sibling energy where you are the person who's taking care of the younger siblings, you're taking care of your parents, you're sort of in charge of the emotional. Like, I feel like this is a child that is parentified, group number 2. I feel like you became an adult at a very young age. You didn't get to be a child, you didn't get to have a childhood, you didn't get to be innocent, kind of, like you were the one who was like, what, I'm going to start taking care of myself. And you became an adult at a very young age, and now you're sort of like burning out and crashing out. And 2026 is the year where you are letting go of that energy. 10 of Wands reversed, you are like, what, I'm not going to take on myself the responsibility of these people, because they are not going to take that responsibility for me, and they do not wish to take responsibility for themselves. They just wish to create that emotional sort of like, you handle this, I don't want to, so you handle this, I don't want to. And that creates a lot of pressure on you. And I feel like with the 10 of Wands reversed, you are like, no, I do not want this. If it's not emotional or related to your relationships, wounding, it could be something physical or related to your career. I'm seeing it for related to your career. You are like, what, I cannot handle 10 jobs at the same time. I have a business, I'm going to delegate this and this task to these people, and you're going to do it. You are not taking the person who is like the leader all the time. I feel like this is the pile that might not want to be in a leadership position. I feel like you're very good at it, but you're like, what, I'm tired, I kind of don't want to do it, and I just want to build something that's slow, stable, based on my intuition and clarity. I do not wish to. And I feel like this is the right decision for you. Who's forcing you to be like the pioneer, or like I don't know what to call them, but like the person who is just in control and in charge and like all the time. You don't have to be that. It's okay, you can rest, you're good enough, you've done enough. Okay, group number 2. So I feel like in 2026 you're going to be telling that to yourself. Beautiful. A very, very healing energy, a very healing reading. So let's get some oracle cards and then I will close. Okay, we have Aries, fire energy. We have Sagittarius. We have square and fire again. Ooh, okay. Yup, there could be some tension. There could be some tension with people. I'm not going to lie. There could be some tension with people in this year, especially if you decide, you know what, I'm not going to take on my shoulders this unnecessary, I just heard garbage, like I don't want to take on my shoulders this unnecessary pain and burden which you should be handling but you are not handling. Like I don't want to be the parent anymore of this house. It's the parents' job to be the parent, and obviously, you know, maybe if your parents are toxic or dysfunctional, they're not going to take that well. I'm not going to sugarcoat this group number 2. They might not take it well, okay? But it doesn't matter because you are making the right decision. So even if there's tension, even if there's conflicts, you are making the right decision, okay? Even if there's a challenging situation and, you know, like you are feeling like that friction, you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I have to work now. If I say this, then people are going to go against me. But this is what is right for you, and Spirit is highly, highly, highly encouraging you to do this because they don't want you to lose your soul. Okay, group number 2. So yeah, and after, I feel like after this square kind of energy, you're going to be stepping into more of a fire energy. And note, you guys, Sagittarius and Aries are both of them are fire signs, and the fact that you got fire, it's like double fire. So you're going to have a lot of passion, a lot of direction, a lot of like fire energy. I'm really focused, I'm working hard, a lot of independence, passion, and like an explosion of energy, lot of fire to do things and just be present with life. And like your zeal is coming back for things, you know, like your confidence is coming back, your that fire is coming back. I don't know, you do know what it's like to be a fire sign, and have you seen a fire sign, someone who's quintessentially fire? That's how you're going to be feeling. There's a lot of like abundance of fire and earth energy here, but especially fire. And I feel like you're going to be growing a lot too, is what I'm feeling. There could be exploration, there's a lot of expansion in your life. And yeah, you're going to, if you were very depressive, or these like past 3-4 years were very difficult from 2022 to 2025, I feel like 2026 is going to ease up on that pressure. You know, it's going to ease up. And yes, there's conflict with people. They might not like what you're choosing, what you're doing, but it doesn't matter because that's what's right for you, and the universe itself is encouraging you. So, you know, even if you're going up against people, do what is right by you, group number 2. It's very important that you do what is right by you. That's a huge message for you coming through. So that was the reading. I hope you enjoyed your 2026 reading. If you wish to book a personal reading with me, you know, looking more into depth about 2026 or any other topics, please reach out to me via the email address in the description. That's my email address. It's the only way to connect with me. And thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you so much for supporting me. If you guys are back, you know, part of my soul family and back to watch my readings, and you guys were waiting for me to upload, thank you so much for your love and your patience. I hope to get back to YouTube, so yeah, and film readings consistently. But in the meantime, I wanted to say that I love you guys, and thank you so much for joining me here today. Thank you to the cards, your spirit guides, your higher self, my guides, and allowing me the honor to read and channel for my divine group number 2. I close this reading now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. If not, I forgot what I was saying, but anyway, I'm going to close this reading. Bye, guys. Hello and welcome, my love. If you chose wolfenite, or you chose this orange colored crystal, which is wolfenite, then this is going to be your reading. Now, I feel that you guys could be fire signs. You don't have to be Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, but again, you don't have to be. You have a fire energy signature. That is what I'm feeling. And as I look at this crystal, the very first thing that I was hit by is that you are either meeting a soul partner, a soul person. There's some soul union happening. Again, there was a similar theme in a previous reading, but with you guys it's very strong. There's some soul contract. Either a soul contract is ending or a new soul contract is beginning, but there's something to do with a soul bond. There's a soul bond here that's coming through very strongly. I feel like for a lot of you guys, when you step into 2026, there's a new bond coming into your life. This could be a romantic bond, this could be a partner. For those of you who are looking for romantic partnerships, looking for a soulmate, manifesting a soulmate, this could come through in 2026. You might be meeting them. Definitely a very strong sort of spirit guided soul union. It's a spirit guided. I feel like this is divinely fated that's going to come to you in 2026. So we're starting off on a very good note. Let's get more cards. Again, I'm feeling that I should start with the oracle deck and then I will get tarot cards for you, but that's what your spirit guides are saying. So let's get your oracle cards first and then I will pull tarot cards. For group number 3, please. Okay, that was very clear. What do we have? Ooh, we have Venus. Give and receive love. Yes, this is a confirmation. You guys are definitely giving or receiving love. There could be a soulmate coming in. I feel like this is romantic for a lot of you, and this person could be very conventionally beautiful or attractive or handsome or beautiful. Take it as it resonates. And there's going to be a lot of beauty, abundance coming into your life, a lot of love. You're going to feel very loved and supported. We have Scorpio. Ooh, yeah, this person could have Venus in Scorpio. There's an element of fire that this person will bring, especially if it's a soulmate, romantic soulmate. They will bring in a sort of fire and water. Because Venus in Scorpio, they can come off as someone who is very intense, very passionate. They can come off as a fire sign, but they're not a fire sign. They're just very intense and passionate in love. It's kind of like, still waters run deep. That's what it reminds me of, Venus in Scorpio. Very intense. You could have this placement, or your partner has this placement, your future partner. Or I feel like you'll develop very deep soul level bonds that will change you through this lifetime. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same bond, but it's going to change you through this lifetime, and you guys are going to be very connected. And I'm seeing like two people or people meeting other people, but with intervals of time in between, and every time it feels you guys are different people, but the resonance is the same, the soul bond is the same. There is no judgment. You are seen, you are supported. Whatever change you're going through, however you have changed, it's always welcome. You're always received, you're always loved. That is what I'm seeing. We have house 7 and we have Virgo. Okay, I feel like you're definitely working on your details. I just heard finances. You're working on your details. Are you working in finance? I don't know. I just got that someone is working in finance. I just heard that. We have house 7 Virgo. I feel like in 2026 you're building your wealth. There's this energy of wealth building that's coming through with the earth signs here, and you could be working in the relationship or in a relationship. When you meet these people, I feel like you're building some. With the house 7, it talks about profound relationships, right? So I feel like this is definitely a theme for you. Relationships are a theme that are sort of the thing that is transforming. Like, I see this ball of energy just transforming and glowing, and like that energy ball is your relationships, and it's just transforming and changing into different colors. I'm seeing a lot of colors being emitted from it, and there's a lot of passion too, especially if it's a romantic partnership. There's a lot of passion, and this person is very intense, but in a good way. I feel like if you like intense partners that don't hold back and love, like soul deep level love, that's a Scorpio. Venus in Scorpio, they do not let go. They are very loyal, very possessive, in a good way. So yeah, if that is what you like, then this is definitely, you're getting exactly what you love. You are manifesting your love. So like the love that you envision, that is what you're manifesting, that is what is getting manifested for you. But at the same time, I'm also seeing a lot of like individual wealth building. This was talking about your relationship and etc, but there's a lot of individual wealth building. Like you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to do this and this project, and that is going to give me, I'm going to do stocks. Again, I'm not advising, this is not an advice, 555, as I say that, I'm not at all advising, I'm not a professional. This is just what I'm seeing. Or you're like, what, I want to do crypto, I want to invest in this thing, and then my wealth will multiply. And I feel like in 2026 you're going to be making very good financial decisions. That's what I'm seeing. There's a strong energy of like abundance and finances and wealth, and like you building something in 2026. And it's going to definitely, you could have been drawn to group number 2, and that group number 2 also had a little bit of that wealth building kind of thing, and there could be some messages for you, just that. If you wish to watch it, you can. If you don't want to, that's totally okay too. So a lot of that as well. And I see your relationships being the main sphere where there's a lot of transformation, a lot of change. So let's get your tarot decks. Let's get the tarot deck and get your cards for let's look at the first half of the year and the second half. So first 6 months, please, for group number 2, please, for second. So for first half, we have 3 of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Devil, and we have King of Swords reversed. Okay. I feel like the Devil in this context is not a bad card for you guys. That's just what I'm feeling. I feel like the Devil card is not that dark here. Sometimes it can talk about, obsession and addictions and toxic patterns, dysfunctional patterns, but I feel like this almost like this kind of energy, but it's a good kind of S energy. Okay, I don't know if this is an S energy towards a person, or you're like, it's talking about the S attraction between 2 people, or if it's just you. But whatever it is, it's very strong. It's really strong, and I can feel it. And again, don't take it as a bad card, because I'm feeling it's like a purified devil energy. It's like a purified, like if you take Scorpio energy, devil energy, and you purify it and you only keep the good traits. And I feel like it's like the best energy to be in. And that is what I'm feeling from this Devil card. You're going to be in a very, very passionate, your person could be a Capricorn. They don't have to be, could be a Capricorn or a Scorpio or an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus. But I'm definitely feeling a lot of Capricorn, because Devil does rule Capricorn. And this person is also a king in some way, or a queen in some way. But when it comes to you, they're like they're very vulnerable, like a puppy almost. Like you are the only person who gets to see their soft, more vulnerable side. It's just you. It's reserved only for you. You're special. I did not want this to turn into a love reading, guys, but that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing in the cards. We have Queen of Wands and 3 of Wands. I feel like you could be starting something new in the first 6 months, and there's this energy of like vortex of manifestation kind of energy. You could be starting because you have a lot of energy to create. S energy is also life energy. It's the energy through which birth happens. It's a creation energy. So I feel like if you are not channeling this into a person and you're not interested in anything romantic, anybody, I feel like you are the person you're taking all of that energy inward, and you're like, let me create something with that. Let me draw or paint, or I don't know, create something. You're definitely creating something, although I can't see it fully, but yeah, definitely creating something. And you're going to do it with a lot of zeal, lot of passion, a lot of confidence. There's no self-doubt, there's no fear of failure. I feel like you're going to, there's almost a stabilizing kind of grounded confidence that's coming through. and you're definitely going somewhere. You're going somewhere either emotionally or literally physically, or when you say like you're proceeding forward, you're progressing, you're going places. That's what I'm feeling, like you're moving. Yeah, there's a lot of movement. That's the word I'm looking for. There's movement in the first half of 2026. A lot of movement here. Could be traveling, could be moving, literally moving, or maybe you're traveling a lot to see your person. Some of you guys could be in a passionate, if you are not looking for something romantic, you're looking for something more casual, if at all. Not if it doesn't resonate, let it go. But for some of you, I see that you are not interested in romantic things, and then this person comes in and you're like, okay, but I'm not serious about you. I'm like, you guys are having a deal and you're like, okay, we're going to do this, but then you guys end up being emotionally attached, even though you swore that you would be detached, and both of you will fall in love. Like, that's the kind of like a little bit of the story that I'm seeing here. Again, take it as it resonates. I'm not going to go into details about that because this reading is about 2026 and not about that. But yeah, let's look at the second half. We have 2 of Wands. We have we have the Empress. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, look at that. We have the Empress reverse and the Emperor upright. What are the chances? What are the and the fact that they come out together, it's not even like they're separate. No, they were literally together. We have one more Queen of Pentacles. We have 10 of Cups. We have 9 of Cups reversed, and we have Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, Spirit, please tell me what is going on with the second half. Okay. I feel like with the Emperor, Empress, literally coming out, like the Empress is reversed and the Emperor is upright. It's giving me almost like an upside down energy, like one person is looking this way but the other person in the connection is looking this way kind of vibe. It's not that there's no connection. There's definitely connection between the Emperor and Empress, so between you and the person or the people, but you guys have different trajectories. You guys have different sort of vision for yourself, and there could be some disagreements regarding that. And I feel like I just heard hold your ground. Hold your ground. With the 2 of Wands, I feel like you need to hold your ground and do not lose sight of your vision. Do not overgive. Do not over sacrifice yourself in this relationship. Keep your standards, maintain them, and do not let it go. I feel like that's an important message. Like, if you want something, don't compromise on it. You're not going to be okay with it. Don't compromise on it. That's what it's telling me. Because you are supposed to embody the Empress energy, and it came out reversed. So I feel like you who's watching, regardless of your gender, are supposed to be embodying the Empress energy. And the Empress does not wait. She does not compromise. She does not sacrifice. She does not, she is the one she's like the leader of all queens. That's how I see her. Like, if you took all the queens and you put it in one energy, the Empress, the Queen of Queens, the Empress, she's the one who's ruling the entire kingdom, the entire empire. She's the one who owns it. So it's giving me like Queen Nefertiti kind of energy. And was it the Queen Nefertiti? Was she a queen? I don't know, but it's giving me that vibe. So Egyptian goddesses, that's the kind of Isla. I just heard Isla. I don't know if that's a word. Isla, if that resonates with someone here. I just heard Isla. With the Empress reversed, yeah, I feel like you need to love yourself more and prioritize yourself a bit more. With the 10 of Cups reversed and 9 of Cups reversed, I can see that there could be some level of emotional dissatisfaction, because maybe if you guys disagree, and it could lead to some form of a dissatisfaction emotionally. But the Spirit is telling you, hold your ground, hold your vision. Do not let it go. Hold yourself, like stand up for yourself. Keep, don't compromise. It's, like a person who stands firm. You need to embody the energy of a person who's standing firm, and not just kind of, this is not the time to go with the flow, or, be flexible. No, that is not what I'm seeing here. Anyway, I'm only telling you what I see in the cards. Don't base your life on a tarot reading, a general tarot reading at that on YouTube. But I can only tell you what I see in the cards, and yeah, that is what I'm seeing. Actually, I want to get some oracle card for you. Hold on. Can you give us advice, or like what is this 10 of Cups reverse, 9 of Cups and Empress situation, please? Advice, please. Okay. What do we have? We have go for it. Yeah, fire, new moon in Aries. We have go for it. I feel like I shouldn't explain this because you guys will know what this means. Or you guys will, if you don't know right now when you're watching, you will know. It will make sense to you when you know you have to go for it, and you'll go for it. Yeah. We have Knight of Pentacles reversed. Are we missing anything here? What else is going on in group number 3's life? 2026. I feel like you could be stepping away from toxic family. Oh my god, I just heard toxic family. Toxic family drama, or toxic female, toxic co-worker. There's somebody who had a hold or some kind of a control over your life, like a parent or a family member, your boss at your workplace, or a friend that always took control or tried to dominate. And I feel like you are like, no, and you're trying to get away. I feel like you need to get into your Empress energy to get over this devil energy, whoever is bringing this devil energy. Okay, and I feel like for some of you guys, if that didn't resonate, for some of you guys, you are walking away from drama in romantic relationships to stability in romantic relationships, but a lot of passion. Drama does not equal to passion, so yeah. And I feel like you will know for the first time what it's like to have a stable connection, but a lot of intensity, lot of passion. And yeah, that is what I'm seeing. I feel like we can close the reading now, because that was the message. I felt like I was missing something and I wasn't telling you something. That's what it was. So that's what we have. Actually, let me pull in a few more cards for you. For group number 1818. For group number 3. We have Ace of Cups reversed and 9 of Wands reversed. Okay, I think you could be the person, if you step into your Empress energy. I feel like a lot of you will, though. A lot of you will step into your Empress energy, and if somebody comes to you with a love offer that is not good enough, you're going to be like, no, bye, I'm done. I don't want to waste my time over here. We're done. And the other person will have to step up and like, oh my gosh, like I'm going to lose group number 3. And I feel like it's all because you kept your standards. So I feel like stand firm. You need to stand firm no matter what happens. Do not compromise on your values, your ethics, what you really believe in, your principles. Do not compromise on that. And you need to, throughout this year, you should know what your topmost value is. What do you value the most? Do you value yourself, your self-respect, your dignity, your wealth, your relationships, like how you want to be treated in relationships? What do you not want? What do you want in relationships? How do you want to experience passion? Like, you need to really, really get clear on that, so those things can come in 2026. So that's the guidance, and that's what I'm seeing for 2026 for you. I hope that this resonated. I hope you enjoyed the reading, group number 3. And thank you so much for supporting me and waiting for me, for those of you that waited for such a long time for me to upload. If you guys wish to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me on the email address in the description. As always, I love you guys so much. Thank you to you, to your spirit guides, your higher self, to all of these lovely, beautiful cards that helped me channel and gave me the honor to read for my group number 3. And I will see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye.